So okay, inside 134. You might have many weak areas, as it is often the case. In an instance of sexual behavior, so when you're experiencing sexual behavior, you have to discover the weak area by the tracing back method mentioned above, which is the previous mentioned insight, and set up mental barriers of conscious awareness for that particular instance. Then at the next instance of sexual behavior, one has to discover its pathways of thoughts and set up barriers of mental awareness for that instance. You do this continuously each and every time you become sexual, until you almost completely block off pathways of thoughts that lead to sexual behavior. This helps significantly in almost completely overcoming the habitual behavior. In this way, you will almost completely overcome sexual fixations that were based on habits that were taught, encouraged, and reinforced by society. Some information about the Insight 134. So, as is often the case, the weak areas or the cracks in the doorways of the consciousness, there's many. So you're to discover each of those areas of weaknesses, the weak points and their pathways of thoughts, each of them. And with each discovery, you set up a consciousness. With each discovery, you set up a conscious barrier of awareness. You become very intently aware of that specific crack in your doorway of consciousness. You become very aware. I have here, here, and here, and here, here. Considering it's the mind we're dealing with, so many connections the mind makes. I would say typically a person has, let's say 300 or so pathways that they have to work on discovering and becoming very aware of. So it took me 3.5 years of figuring it out, figuring out my own doorways of my own consciousness. What are the things that lead to? And so the same with you. There's many, so you have to start to get to work, figuring them out. Discovering influences that are influencing you without your conscious knowledge, and becoming conscious of them. Again, this helps significantly and almost completely, overcoming the habitual behavior. Yes.